Hello, this is Mahlena Ray Johnson with For Nerdy Girls with Mahlena Ray Johnson. And today we are talking about this genius, and it's episode number 5, Jada Pinkett Smith. So, who am I? I'm Mahlena Ray Johnson, and I went to Loyola Marymount University for film school. I went to the University of Southern California for business school, where I got my MBA in marketing, entertainment, and entrepreneurship. And I'm a 4-time author. I wrote this book. It's my 4th book. It's called Love It or Luau, and it's about a refugee suffering from PTSD who is scared to fall in love with a single dad. Now, what is this genius? Well, let me explain what this genius is. Well, I'm going to scroll down. Oh, it's June 17th, 2018. This genius inspires other colorful women around the world through innovation in communication. These are women working in television, film, podcasting, publishing, and other forms of media who should be celebrated on a global level. So we'll start talking about these change makers right here. And by we, I mean me, because I'm doing the video. So let's get back to this genius for today. It is Jada Pinkett Smith. Now, and what would I talk with her about? I would talk with her about self-actualization. So let's get to the point where Jada Pinkett Smith really inspired me. She had this video up last year, yes, about her recognition recently that she needs to do stuff for her. So she was living her life as a wife and mother. She wasn't really living her life as her own person. She was making sure that her husband was doing well, that her children were doing well, and then she had no time in her head to actually make sure that she was doing well. And she was like, we really need to do that as mothers to make sure that we're okay. And I was like, yeah, you do, because no one else is doing it. If you're taking care of everyone else, who's taking care of you? No one. No one is taking care of you. And some of what she said resonated with me because at that same time last year, I was going through this whole research that I was doing on different business projects where I wanted to see how can I help women, my audience who are following me, the ones specifically who want to reach their goals, or the ones who want to write a book. So that's where I was last year, so 2017. And a lot of what I was finding is that mothers, including mothers who were running businesses that actually made money as opposed to mine that doesn't really, they were always saying they didn't have time to do something that they really wanted to do because they had to take care of a child, or they had to take care of a home. And these were not women who were single. These were women who were usually partnered with men. And I would then wonder, but you're telling everybody else this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do, but you're not taking care of yourself. And I love that Jada Pinkett Smith made it so clear that she's come to this realization after having raised 3 children that she needs to take care of herself. And I'd love to talk with her specifically about self-actualization because she has a new Facebook TV series called Red Table Talk, where she talks with different people about different parts of their lives. But I would love to learn more about how she figured out that she needs to focus on herself and do what makes her happy. And I'd love to, because we don't really get that message. We hear a lot from people who are, Jada Pinkett Smith. I should back up now and say, who is she? Jada Pinkett Smith is an actor. She was in Girls Trip most recently, and I guess most recently she is in her Red Table Talk show, which you can see on Facebook and on YouTube. There are some clips there as well. She has been working as an actor and a musician and creator of media for decades now, and I first learned of her in A Different World, where she played Mahlena, and she was amazing in that show. And if you look at the show, you're like, oh my god, she was really good back then. She's really good. She's great now. She's really good back then too. And there's this quality of she really put herself into that role, and There's other roles that I've seen her in, but I think of it and go, I look at that show and I look at her and go, she's amazing. Why is she in everything? Because, well, for various reasons, mostly because she's a black lady and does not get that many opportunities to do a lot of great things. So I would love to talk with her about that as well, the opportunities that she was either offered or did not take because she didn't think that she could devote that much time to something that she wanted, and the opportunities that she wants to continue creating for herself and making, especially now that her children are much older than they were when they were little, and she'll have more time with an empty nest. I would love to talk with her about not just motherhood and her family, but her life outside of her family, especially now that it is shifting from a mother of small children to a mother of adult children, because they will all be adults soon. So that is why I want to talk with Jada Pinkett Smith in a coffee chat for 30 minutes. And I would love to hear about your stories about Jada Pinkett Smith and how she has inspired you. So if you're watching this on Facebook or on the website, leave me a comment and tell me about your fun stories about Jada Pinkett Smith. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, then email me at fernerdygirls@gmail.com. And if you have a genius of your own you would like to nominate, then email me at fernerdygirls@gmail.com. And there's one more thing. There's an episode that of course, continue watching these episodes, but there's an episode of Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith that really spoke to me. It's the episode when she was speaking to her stepson's biological mother, and the conversation that they had showed me so much about how both of them wanted the best for their son, but they could not, when they were so young, they didn't know how to communicate with each other, and even though there was someone, his father, right there, who probably could have helped mediate that situation, that they now find a relationship that they have with each other that is separate than their relationship with their son's father. And the realizations that they had in talking about what was done and where they are now and where they want to go in raising him and the challenges that their son has had. And that was really enlightening because you don't get to see that. You don't get to see that from black women in general. It's specific, but you don't get to see that from women in general, talking about, oh, we're both raising a son, or we're both raising children, and this is a difficult situation. It's just usually like, it's usually just we're mothers and it's all great. But when you have actual, and this is a common situation of being a stepmother, it really showed me that the growth that they have had and the realizations that they had about who they were and who they are now and how they are now, and it was really inspiring. So definitely watch that episode. That is, I think, the episode that drew me into the series that I haven't completed watching, but you should. Okay, so again, email me if you have any nominees for this genius at fernerdygirls@gmail.com. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.